Is the most hated episode of the NBC sitcom The Office actually an excellent parable for why democracy sucks? In the Season 8 episode Get the Girl, branch manager Andy Bernard abandons his post to chase after the office receptionist and his love interest, Erin Hannon. This decision couldn't have come at a worse time for Andy because Nellie Bertram, an underqualified and recently fired employee at corporate, has made her way to Scranton looking to weasel her way into a new job. Seeing Andy's office unoccupied, she reasons, if the seat is open, the job is open. At first, none of Dunder Mifflin Scranton's employees are willing to recognize Nellie as a legitimate authority. After all, Andy is the rightfully instituted manager. How then could Nellie possibly get away with taking what she has no historical claim to? Her plan is a shrewd one. She invites each employee to participate in a performance review. Now, this is her first day, so she knows nothing about any of the employees to review them. But that isn't really the point of this exercise. Hidden in these performance reviews is a kind of social contract. Any employee willing to be evaluated by her, thus agreeing to her authority, will get a raise for giving their consent.
Dwight, I have completed your evaluation. You're getting a raise.
Raise isn't real.
Money isn't real ever since we got off the gold standard.
There's a fascinating parallel between this episode and the work of economist Hans Hermann Hoppe. Hoppe argued that monarchy is superior to democracy because, unlike monarchy, where the king owns the resources and is incentivized to use them wisely, democracy is a system where politicians promise to wastefully redistribute resources that don't belong to them in exchange for votes. So unlike a king who owns all the resources of his domain, a politician is a mere caretaker who is incentivized to trade favors for votes. As a result, he or she mismanages resources and leads the nation toward bankruptcy. Whether democracy or monarchy is ultimately a more decadent system in the long run can of course be debated. Even a cursory look at the history of kings and other autocrats makes it obvious that few were known for their frugality. Hoppe's primary contribution in this area is not that he made monarchy look better, but that he shed light on a fatal flaw of democracy, which is its strong tendency to create warped incentives which lead to destructive outcomes. When we cede the power over our own lives to others, whether to kings or popularly elected caretakers, we give them the opportunity to destroy. Thus, the issue of which form government should take essentially comes down to one question. How would you rather get screwed?
That's what she said.
Michael, please.
There he is.
Please.
Mwah!